everybody, and welcome back to the Non-League Adventure with me, GW365, playing as ECFC in Sky Bet League 1. If you joined us last time, we opened up our first game of the season with a loss, a 3-1 against Plymouth Argyle. Since then, we've had a few problems. We lost on penalties, Aidan White getting a goal in extra time, but they got one about 10 minutes later to take it to penalties. We missed every single one. They scored 3 out of the first 4. To win, so that was very disappointing. We did play miles better and we dominated the game, and we had 20 shots to their 8 and we ended up going out of the competition, which was very disappointing. Then we had a home game against Luton and we won 1-0 thanks to a Johnny Bate 83rd minute goal. Then this happened. Chesterfield. Willie Jääskeläinen got injured after 20 minutes. Had no goalkeeper on the bench because my backup keeper was injured and the other one was just terrible, so I thought there's not even much point putting him on. He's only in the first team if like I've got a lot of injuries and he just takes up one of the substitute spots. So I didn't bother, so I ended up putting Ackle-Wright in the net, who conceded 2 in space of 1 minute. And then after that it was just all us. There wasn't even another change because Jake Clark-Salter got injured, so Ackle-Wright came out of the goal. Aidan White went in goal, and as a result didn't concede, and we managed to get back to 2-2, and we were pushing for a winner. Unfortunately we couldn't get it, basically playing with no goalkeeper. So not too disappointed with the draw, but you know, you got to be disappointed to lose your goalkeeper, and obviously he was injured for 2 to 3 weeks, so we brought in a replacement for a month. He's not the best, but he couldn't do anything about the goal that we conceded in the 90th minute against Millwall. We were 1-0 up, as you can see, after in the 45th minute, +1, and they scored an absolute screen power, which actually got the goal of the month. In fact, I will probably show you it because it was a good goal. I'll show you it in this. You can see what I mean, but it was a good goal. Langston is the goalkeeper that came in. I'll show you him briefly in a moment. And Lavery got it here, and they just bang. Right in the top corner. Bit dodgy keeping, but if it's worthy of a goal of the month, then you can probably understand it. I'll show you Langston now. This is him. I thought his stats look good. I've got no time to scout him. I'll just try and get someone in on loan. His pace is only 1, which obviously is a bit of a letdown. But I didn't think he was too bad. Position could obviously be better, but I just thought for a stopgap he was very cheap. Had to pay for his wages for a month. Others that were available were like £2 a week. They were very good goalkeepers, don't get me wrong, but for the sake of a month we were going to have to pay like 10 grand out just to get a goalkeeper, and looking for finances I couldn't really justify it. So then we followed that up with a 4-1 away win against Gillingham. Remembering Jake Hesenthaler, we actually signed him from Gillingham, or he got released from there and we signed him. 4-1. Callum Saunders and an Aidan White goal were enough to beat Bristol Rovers in the first leg of the Johnstone's Paint Trophy. Yeah, first round, sorry, not first leg. And today we've got Hartlepool. The game did get put back by 4 days thanks to international call-ups. Fortunately for today's game, I picked sort of the team this time. Jääskeläinen is back, he's fit, he's got back from his international duty as well. So we're going to go with Jääskeläinen in goal, back 4 of Murray, McCarthy, Wright and White. Fairly familiar apart from White from last season. Midfield is going to be Charles Cook on the right for this game. First time he's playing out there. Buckle on the left, with Hesenthaler and Liddell in the middle, Brewer and Naby up top. We're not doing too bad. If we win this game we can find ourselves in 6th, I would say, probably 5th on goal difference. Yeah, so a bright start, but hopefully we can pick up some more points today against Hartlepool, who, as you can see, haven't won a game yet. So that's the team we're going to be playing today. We'll submit the team. There's been no further there has been one further transfer, and he's on the bench. Skidmore. Let's quickly show you him. He's coming on loan from Norwich, £575 a week until the end of the season. Just another left midfielder for cover, basically. He's pretty good physically, probably about like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Flair stands out, 20. So we get the game underway against Hartlepool. Apparently we lost to him last time out. It's probably no surprise. We've got a highlight now, and Hayes kicks it towards Doyle. White should win it and does, but he's headed only as far as Clay, and Fenwick's got it. Squares it to Platt. Chips it towards Hendricks, who gets beyond Murray. And he can get a decent ball in here. He does, and Fenwick is beaten to it far too easily. Ackle-Wright, the man at fault there, in my opinion. And we drop down to 12th. So Hendricks got it here. decent crossing position, got by Murray. I think he took a slight deflection as well, but Ackle-Wright should be dealing with that. It ends up being a slide tackle into the net, and a bit of a lack of communication between Jääskeläinen and Wright, I think, there causes that goal. But there's another highlight here, and Carroll's got it now. The left back finds Platt in the middle, trying to feed it through to Davidson. It's cleared away by Murray, but only as far as Duckworth on this right-hand side. Now it's Doyle. Plays it inside to Fenwick, the goal scorer. He finds Platt. Back to Fenwick it goes, and he has a little bit of a pot shot, but Jääskeläinen is equal to it, and it's Naby. Bit of a pocket space now, looking for options. Plays, well, it ends up being a shot from distance. I mean, why are you shooting from there? I have no idea. Most of your goals have been inside the area, Naby. Ball over the top, and Fenwick is going to beat Wright into that, and he turned into Akinfenwa there all of a sudden, because, you know, Wright has got, Ackle-Wright has got 16 strength, so he must have been very, very strong indeed. Another highlight, and White with the throws it straight to Clay. Poor throw. Hesenthaler couldn't get on the end of it. Davidson now feeds Fenwick. White apparently is stronger than him though, and he's nowhere near as strong as Ackle-Wright, but never mind. Charles Cook though now on the right hand side plays a decent ball down the line for Naby to get on the end of, and he has done. He's got bodies in the box now. He finds Charles Cook. Please square it. Oh, it's an own goal. Harrison. The cross has gone in off Harrison, and that's basically come out of nothing. That Charles Cook will claim an assist, but a good reverse ball by Naby through the legs, and Cook on it tries to find Brewer in the middle, but Harrison was impeding him, but in doing so he has knocked it into his own goal. Right, another highlight. Doyle finds Platt in the middle. Another attack potentially for Hartlepool here. Fenwick looks for an option. He gives it straight to Charles Cook, who's having a decent game at the moment. Naby finds Liddell. He's back in the starting lineup. Hesenthaler finds Brewer. Brewer is out-muscled off the ball, but White picks up the loose ball and whipping a decent ball back now. It's a penalty, and Harrison is the man who's fouled, and he's been booked already. He could be off here. He's not though. I thought he was walking straight to the referee. Brewer will take this penalty. He did miss one in that penalty shootout against Plymouth Argyle. So here he comes. Never felt confident, but the keeper dived out of the way, which I'm not going to complain. That's his third goal of the season, and 2-1 Eastleigh. Probably you could argue against a run of play, but you know, not going to complain. Cool as you like. Keeper, the most extravagant dive you're ever going to see to the left when it's down the middle. It's a good tackle, and Platt's got it now. Squares it, but he's giving it straight to Buckle. Brewer now. Can he feed Adel Naby? He can't, but Harrison is going to go this time. Second yellow card coming up. He's brought down Brewer, and there he goes. Charles Cook with the free kick. Strikes it well, but it's wide. So I'm going to say they've all got faith, apart from Regan Charles Cook. So hopefully we can get a response in the second half and really put Hartlepool to the sword. We'll have to wait and see. Another highlight now. Hayes with a long kick downfield, the goalkeeper taking the free kick out wide, and now Platt's got it. Tries to feed in Doyle. He's got McCarthy for company, and he's taking it off him as well. Now it's Hesenthaler. Forward to Brewer. Coming in inside and finds Charles Cook, who's found a little bit of space on the right. Can he cross in? No, he leaves it off to Murray. He squares it as well. Now it's Hesenthaler working it into the box really well here. Well, I say into the box, it's gone wide to White. He's up against, I think it's Fenland, but crosses in beautifully, but Lennon heads away. And now it's Fenwick. It was Fenwick who was closing him down. McCarthy intercepts well against Doyle. And it's Charles Cook once more. Naby. Wide it goes to Charles Cook. He chips it over, and Brewer's there. It's 3-1. I know I said 2, but 3-1 is the actual score. And that calms any nerves, surely, that might have been kicking about at half-time. Decent ball from Charles Cook there. Nicely, a little floated ball, completely wrong-footed. Gaines. That's a great name. I wonder if he goes to the gym. Right. Takes the free kick wide to White. He finds Buckle. Cuts inside. He's right-footed is the winger. Gray, though, now. Plays it straight to Murray. Josh Murray. I called him Conor Murray earlier on. Charles Cook crosses into Buckle, and he puts it away. It's 4-1, and this is becoming a rout. Second goal of the season for the young man. I can't remember who he's on loan from. I want to say it's a Premier League side. I want to say Stoke, but I don't think it is. But Buckle powers it in with his 5 finishing. 5 finishing. It's a free kick though now, and Carroll plays it in. It's headed away by Hesenthaler. Now it's Murray. Hit the line, and he does just that. Naby, look at all this acres of space you can play into. It's like I'm playing FIFA. Buckle. It's 5. 5-1. Great counter-attack football there. It's like I could have written the script there. That was a great bit of play. Exactly what I would have done on every single transition there. Great ball. And just coolly finishes. Bit like skeptical goalkeeping there. Just falling over backwards. I'm not going to complain though. 5-1 against second bottom of the league. Normally we lose these games. That is potentially very bad. Adel Naby, our goal hero from last season, is going to have to come off. Callum Saunders will come on. And things are starting to look up. Charles Cook finds Saunders. Inside it goes to Hesenthaler. Liddell plays it to Charles Cook. First time cross. I actually thought he'd gone for the volley there. And Hayes has just caught it. But hit it with some power, and that's why I think it maybe was a shot. I don't know, but there's a chance there, and Fenwick's got a goal out of nothing, and it's 5-2. Beats White to the ball, and Jääskeläinen just to nod it, well, to fire it home. I think it was some sort of volley. It's headed high into the air, and Doyle returned the favour, and just beat White to it. Nice finish, really, to be fair. I think Jääskeläinen maybe could have done a little bit better. Now then, what do you do here? I want to bring Powell on. But he's probably going to come off the last 10 minutes. So let's leave Regan Charles Cook where he is. Let's just bring Liam Walsh on for Hesenthaler. Josh Murray can be the captain. Hesenthaler's had a good game. Walsh has a corner now. Plays it in. It's headed away. Saunders will pick up the loose ball. Finds Walsh. Looking for options. Finds Buckle, who nearly gets his hat-trick, and I think he has. Or is it Brewer? Brewer's rolling away in celebration. But yeah, played in. And Brewer very unlucky to hit the post. Well, hit the bar, I think. Came back down, and it's Brewer that's just stole in before Buckle could get his hat-trick, which I think is a little bit harsh, really. But 6-2 and no one cares. So Powell will come on now for the assist hero that is... in fact, I'm being very, very harsh because Brewer's just got a hat-trick. I mean, no wonder he went for it. Thought it was been a bit tight, but no. It was a race to get a hat-trick first, and Roy Brewer, one loanee, he's beaten the other loanee, Tommy Buckle. A great result. That was a fantastic result. So I'm going to say well done, lads. Very pleased with your result. And the performance. Not much reaction there. Kind of disappointed, but that leaves us in 4th place. +4 goal difference in that game. Scored 15 and conceded 9. So middle of the table sort of thing in the defence standings once again. But we're on top already in the goal scoring, and this is why, you know, I'm very glad that we've had the start of the season that we've had, because the goals are still coming. So yeah, it seems Adil Naby is out for 2 weeks basically. So that's going to be he's going to be a bit of a miss. So hopefully you're going to join us now in the next game, which is I want to say, yeah, it's Cambridge. It's up there. So hopefully you join us for that. Right, so this is the team we're going to be playing with. Against Cambridge today. We've got Jääskeläinen in goal. It's nearly the same team. Murray, McCarthy, Wright and Senior this time. That's a kind of familiar sight from last season, the back 5. Hesenthaler and Liddell are going to start in the middle. I've had to make a few changes in the subs because of the amount of loanees we can have starting. Liddell had such a good game in the last game, 8.9 rate, and I can't take him out after that. Charles Cook, I was going to move him into the middle, but with him getting 3 assists and a 9.3 rating, I've got to leave him out there for this game. With Buckle, he got 2 goals in the last game. In the last 2 games, he's got 9.2 in both games, so he's on fire. I can't take him out, and it's Saunders and Brewer. The only change really, that change forced on me by Adel Naby's injury for 2 weeks. As a result, what's happened is we've had a bid for Adam King on loan for a month, so I'm going to let him go out on loan, get some experience for that month. So it's pretty much just unchanged side barring White and Naby. Roy Brewer isn't fully fit, but he's only slightly less fit than Johnny Bates. So we will stick with this team here, playing Cambridge, who are 3rd. So it's 3rd versus 4th, so this should be a good test to see where we are. That's a very unusual setup for a League One side, I have to say. It's very tight and compact. Hopefully we can punish them for not leaving our wings exposed. So let's pick up where we left off last time. We won 6-2 if you were part of the first video. hopefully he'll be looking to this and thinking, nice one, let's see a decent run of form now. But I'm kind of disgruntled by the fact that there's no Adil Nabi, but it's only, at least it's only going to be 2 weeks. And as you can imagine, it's been a fairly tight game, but it is Cambridge here on the attack with Eckersley. He squares it in for Trotter, former Millwall man. He's just hit the post. Well, it looked like it hit the post, or Jääskeläinen's just like lassoed it or something. But yeah, it's been a very tight game. And that's actually been the only highlight so far as we enter half time. Just going to say that, you know, I think we are underdogs, so I'm going to say you've been unlucky so far. Not liking it as much. I'm going to tell Akil Wright that his pressure is off. I mean, he's playing well, but he's nervous for some reason. I'm just going to tell the rest of them that I've got faith. Fred Durst style. Kick-off underway in the second half. Forrester knocks it back to Nelson. Wide it goes to Edwards. Probably a false highlight as per, but you never know. There has been some goals, and indeed it was. It looked fairly dangerous as Kelly got in behind Murray. Not getting them many chances, but there's a highlight here. We're just about to make a change, but hopefully it's going to be a chance for us because we're on the ball. Hope it's not going to be some sort of counter-attack. Like I said, not many chances. We've slightly edged the possession, probably due to the formation, but hopefully we can just get a goal now, just as we approach the end of this game. Well, going to the final quarter of this game. McCarthy's got it. Ball away back to Jääskeläinen. Liddell forward now that it's intercepted by Nelson, and now Harrison can break. Tries to send Musa away. Oh, what the hell is a striker doing there? Not the striker. McCarthy went to sleep, got himself a pillow and laid down in the middle of the field. It's cleared away though. That was a let-off. The chance hasn't gone yet though, and Musa's got it. Plays in Harrison, but it's taken well by Jääskeläinen, and at that point I will make the changes. Bate is going to come on for the poor Brewer, and Buckler hasn't had the best of games. Geraldo Martin, it's your chance now to try and do something from the left hand side, because 6.3 isn't good enough, and this is where I would have loved the new Skidmore to create some skid marks in the pants of the Cambridge defenders, but unfortunately he's not even on the bench because of the rules and regulations. But here's another highlight. Harrison tries to get on the end of the ball, but Wright is far too strong for him. And Geraldo plays it in field to Hessenthal. Probably didn't need to pass it to Hessenthal. He had someone in all over him like a rash. But Wright's done very well there. And clears away to Saunders, who knocks it down for Charles Cook, who's been a bit more quiet. He's still had a decent game, but he's been quieter than in the last game. Saunders, though, now, he's still got that option. He finds him as well. Charles Cook with first time ball, and Bate is there, hit the bar. It comes out to Senior. Chips it over across to Cook. Why didn't you hit it first time, Paul? It's cleared away. Last 10 minutes or so. Whiteweiler knocks it long. Wright wins a header again, but only as far as Camps, which is a very nice name. Can't even pronounce his name, but he's played a lovely ball to Harrison. Senior with a great challenge though, and Geraldo ticks it off him. David Hasselhoff him. Right, long ball forward. Saunders trying to get on the end of it, but de Havilland intercepts. Liddell does well to knock it down to Hessenthal though, and Charles Cook collects a very good Hessenthal ball. Murray in field to Liddell. Looking for options, finds Hessenthal. Now it's Saunders. Plays it wide to Charles Cook. Can he deliver? He's crossing in beautifully. It's cleared away, sort of. Edwards finally gets it away, and Harrison will bring this down. Great first touch there. And lays it off for Kelly. And he chips it wide to Musa. This is a dangerous looking attack for Cambridge. Great tackle again though, but it's played in, and Harrison does score. But fortunately, he's offside from Eastleigh's point of view. Right, last change. Liddell does look very tired, so Liddell is going to come off. Charles Cook is going to move into the middle, and Andrew Powell will come on for the last 10 minutes or so. Hopefully can create something as Eckersley gets forward on this right hand side for Cambridge. Crosses in as well. Murray doesn't really get rid of it completely. Kelly up against Charles Cook. The ball's played into Musa, and that's 1-0 Cambridge United, and it's been a tight game. And a draw I would say would be a fair result here, but it seems like they're going to steal the 3 points here at the death. Well, not quite the death, but you know, there's a little bit of time left. No one picked up Musa. Just completely unmarked at the back post. You with your ginger quiff. Where were you? Very tight game here. The same amount of chances. Is there one last twist here? There's 10 seconds to go. I think that's going to be all she wrote. Gorman to Eckersley. Just passing it around the defence. Cleared away. Samodics, I want to say. Yep, they've stole it to death. Not a poor performance. You can see by the ratings there, only a couple of players getting less than a 7, and that was very unlucky, to be fair. So yeah, that was a disappointing result against Cambridge, but you know what, they're up there probably on merit. It was a tight game. I think we matched them. Maybe a little bit better form next time. We might be able to do something about them, but it is very disappointing, especially after having that 6-2 win just before. But the next game we're probably going to do is, I would probably say, is the Notts County game. It is right at the beginning, and it's only going to be 3 games in between, but at least it gives us another video opportunity. So hopefully you're going to join us for that. If you have enjoyed this video, why not go ahead and press that like button? It would be greatly appreciated. If you think there's anything I could improve on, please leave a comment down below as well. If you think, well, if you like to subscribe to keep up to date with this series, also be greatly appreciated. But until next time, until the Notts County game, I will see you.